All right. What up, what up, what up? What up, though? I hope everybody had a great weekend. We are back and we are live. Listen, I had to talk about it, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got Nasty Man Nate. We got HH. We got Run DC. We got Comedy Gold. We got Lauren. What's up, big boy? What's up, dog? The only person I've been waiting to hear from. Let's go. What's up, Bobby? Appreciate you, my man. Dern in the building. We got David. We got Nephew. What's up, Fave? What's going on, Marsh? We got Lane. RG. Hey, keep an eye out. It's going to be real good. Just keep an eye out for that. I can't wait till you get it. What's up, Jacoby? What's going on, Ray Floyd, Mr. Robot? What up, what up, what up? We got It's Dove, member for 4 months. What's up, what's up? Appreciate that. Listen, we got to talk about this, and we are going when can he be traded? He can be traded right now, 10/21. It just can't be official until the new league year begins. See Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff. Ladies and gentlemen, we about to get raw. We about to get straight raw with this right here, okay? We are going to get raw the way that I like it, you understand? And I'm not trying to be freaky either. I'm talking about you about to get unfiltered, unadulterated content over here about your general manager, Brad Holmes. I need to hear that Brad Holmes has given up everything in his power to get this guy. You know how you stick your foot in your mouth? You know how you do that? When you say something, hey, man, I wish a brother would say something to me, and then a brother walk up to you and be like, I don't know what you talking about. I ain't say that. He said that, right? That's Brad Holmes. Man, we tried to get somebody at the pad. Everybody that, you know, all the good people, you can't get your hands on them. Now you can. Now you can. Put your money where your mouth is, Brad. That's what I'm talking about. I'm already seeing on Twitter, if you want to break the bank and sell the farm and mortgage the future, then that's all I'm hearing, bro. I'm telling you right now, somebody's going to make this happen because they think that Miles Garrett is going to make them a Super Bowl contender, an actual Super Bowl contender. And they're going to get this done, and they're going to be playing in February. Guess who gets this done, ladies and gentlemen? The Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs make this happen. They make this happen. They going for 4. They make this happen. Could you imagine, bro? Chris Jones, Kansas City, the salary cap, man. Nobody cares about the salary cap. It's a myth. Now, I'm not saying the Detroit Lions can't be. You get penalized if you over the salary cap, right? This team, Brad, put your money where your mouth is now. Now it ain't no excuses. I bet you Brad over there like, oh, shoot, man, I was just saying 2 weeks ago that now he got an opportunity. I'm already seeing it's sickening to me. It is sickening to me. The fact that nobody sees what this team needs to go over the hump. I'm going to bring in this guy's tweet that I hope I bookmarked it. We're going to talk about this. Okay, good. Yeah, I did bookmark it. I have no idea who this guy is. I have no idea, but we're going to bring in his tweet. Let me see what I missed. What's up, Marco? What's up, Lauren? Just sent you some pics of your time. Okay, my phone is charging. What's up, Lorenzo? What's going on? Kobe Bryant, Miles Garrett, and Cooper Kupp coming to Detroit. We need this. Lauren says Young Punks. What's up, Trim? What's going on, man? I want him or Max. Got to get one. Now, listen, here's what's going to happen. Max Crosby's going to follow suit. He's going to follow suit. I told you guys last week that this whole thing that Andrew Berry coming out and saying we're not going to trade him, that was called, I told you it was a ruse. It was a ruse. Miles Garrett controls this. He controls this. There's no excuse. What about the rumors of Waymo trades? Lauren, I have not heard them. Woo-wee. It's not going to take 3 first-round players. Ain't nobody biting on 3 first-round players for a 28-year-old defensive end. Not 3. It's going to take 2. If I'm Brad Holmes, I'm doing 2. Now, I don't want to come at anybody's head, right? I'm not in the business of doing, well, it's a couple people. It's a couple people I want to snipe out, but that's just me being personal and petty. I got some unfinished business with those guys, some true unfinished business with one particular individual. However, I don't want to snipe any of these people. I saw a tweet from a young lady who is on Twitter. She's a very popular Twitter person, Lions fan. And she said that if we were to sign Miles Garrett, we would have to say goodbye to St. Brown, Kirby Joseph, or Hutch. I almost walked away. What is you talking about? What is you talking about? That is not, no, not at all. Pringle with the dono. Says a lot of J-Mo haters in here saying we need to trade him to get Myles. Really? Okay, Lauren says just a rumor right now, but how you feel about Lauren? I have no idea. What are you saying? I have not heard a rumor. Do we believe Brad Holmes will make such a move? I'm skeptical based on his own words. Hey, YouTube, 100%. There is nothing. Okay, I would say there's about 90% as to why Brad would not make this move. But then he kind of stuck his foot in his mouth during the season in the press conference that, we tried to get somebody. Listen, here's what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. I guarantee you it ain't a single Detroit Lions content creator that's going to tell you what I'm about to tell you. All right? That's why I'm the best. That's period. I'm the best. All right? Because I'm the most real. And under all this, I'm a fan. Brad Holmes does not trade for Miles Garrett and we don't make the Super Bowl. Watch y'all come off with his head. Pitchforks and all. Y'all coming. And he deserved for y'all to come at him. Period. If the Lions, if somebody, because somebody's going to make this trade. And it ain't going to be one of these raggedy up-and-coming teams. A Super Bowl contending team is going to make this trade. They're going to say, forget them picks. And let me ask, here's the beauty, ladies and gentlemen, about how you win Super Bowls. The LA Rams traded for Matthew Stafford. They won the Super Bowl with Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, and in 2 years, Jalen Ramsey was gone. If Miles Garrett is with this team for 2 seasons and wins a Super Bowl, who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody is talking about the Matthew Stafford trade as in, oh my God, they broke their team. They sold the picks. This team was on a parade float. They were on a float. Celebrating the Super Bowl. Stafford kissing trophies. Women falling off floats. You think somebody is talking about that? Nobody cares. If the Lions win a Super Bowl with Miles Garrett, no one's going to care about the trade. So what has to happen is Brad needs to get a lot of stuff done. And I'm going to tell you, bro, if he don't make this happen and somebody else does, y'all going to be looking at him with extra eyeballs. I'm talking about the emoji side eyes. Because some team is going to make this happen because they think Miles is the answer. Pringle with another dono, appreciate you, big dog, says Rams had only one down season after all them trades. That's correct. And the most important thing of it all is they got a Lombardi, bruh. They got a Lombardi. At this point, I'm going to be real. The Lions make the Super Bowl. This is a win. Because we ain't done nothing, bruh. You about to get raw uncut. You about to get BET uncut over here, bruh. You about to get late night BET. The PG version. Because this ain't none of this, bruh. Some team, now, of course, not all teams can get him. I want to know. This is all I can ask for. Brad, I need you. You said you wanted to get a guy. You said everybody was locked up. The best in the game is free. He under contract for 2 years. He already said in his statement he wants to win, which tells me he not thinking about an extension right now. He got enough money. He talking about winning because Cleveland probably was going to throw him a bag. That's what this tells me. How much is its contract? He is making less than Aiden Hutchinson's about to make. We can take a look at that. All right, now let's take this out. Let's check this out. No, I'm not trying to bring smoke to anybody, but this is what I don't like. This is why the Lions, one of the reasons we will never win anything. I want y'all to think about this. Les Snead said forget them picks, and they immediately won a Super Bowl. We were criticizing it back at the time. Oh, look at Les Snead, man. We making fun of that. Now they got a Lombardi. 2 playoff appearances, a Lombardi, and one season that you missed the playoffs. That's the trade-off you got for saying forget them picks. I take that. But this is what I can't stand. And this is no personal attack on this guy. I have no idea who he is. I just literally saw this tweet today. We're going to take a look at it. Coming from Al Karsten. Football guy Al says the Detroit Lions will likely soon be making Aiden Hutchinson the highest paid defensive year in football. Okay, we already saw that. $170 million, 5 years. Okay, cool. He deserved it. Miles Garrett will likely cost 2 to 3 first-round picks. Okay, I see 2. It doesn't matter. We're picking 28th. Who cares? Garrett will also want a new contract paying him $35 million. He don't know that, football guy. You don't know this. You have no idea. First of all, and second, Miles Garrett will be 30 years old after his contract. Ain't nobody getting $35 million over 30. It ain't happening. It's not happening. He has already hit the pinnacle. Garrett will also, the Lions the Lions were just forced to pay 43 defensive players. 30 players started a game this season. Okay, 43 defensive players. Trading multiple first-round picks and paying Garrett an extension. Nobody's talking about an extension. Will not only further dilute the depth, it also hindered their ability to re-sign majority of Kirby Joseph, Jamison Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jack Campbell, Sam Laporta, Brian Branch. Okay, now you just fluff. This is fluff. What are we talking about, bro? I don't understand this. Do yourself a favor and realistically realize that it's highly unlikely that Brad Holmes is a serious contender to trade for him. Draft, develop, extend, reward from within, a.k.a. keep losing. A.k.a. keep losing. Let's just focus on what's right in front of us. What is right in front of us is 2 years. If the Lions traded, no one would be complaining. If the Lions traded for Miles Garrett and won the Super Bowl in year 1 or 2, not a single one of you would complain. That is the goal. We're not talking about extending him right now. We're not. What are you talking about? I don't understand this. And then, first of all, Jahmyr Gibbs, he 3 years away. He 3 years away before we even entertain what we can entertain after year 3. The dude is only going into year. And Kirby, I'm sorry, but Kirby, yes, you deserve to get paid, but you don't deserve to break the bank now. I mean, we ain't talking about like highest paid safety in the NFL. Okay? And 170 for Hutch. I think I was thinking 4 years, I think he's going to be the highest. 4 years, maybe 140, but 170, that's a whole lot of money. So I just don't buy that. But here's we're just at this, we're just biting right now. That's what we do, bro. Scared money. Scared money. I don't even gamble, but scared money don't make no money. I know that. If you're not willing to take what, okay, let me ask you this. Brad Holmes is in a lose-lose, win-win situation. Lose-lose. If he trade for Myles and it don't work, lose. If you don't trade for Myles and it don't work, lose. What do you have to lose, bro? The Lions, the most losing organization in the National Football League. The only NFC team to not go to a Super Bowl. The team been around 91 years, and we ain't been in a Super Bowl. And we worried about what are we talking about, bro? Our future has been 90 years. Take a risk. Make mistakes. Get messy. Shout out to the Magic School Bus. Make it happen, bro. That's what I'm talking about. And Detroit Lions fans are they're so scary, bro. I don't understand this. What do we have to lose? Another 90 years? Come on, man. This guy is obnoxious, says Mosquito. Yes, mosquitoes are super obnoxious, bro. But the one thing about them is you just smack them real easy and just kill them. You know what I'm saying? So, peace. Shout out to Mosquito, who was not invited to the party, by the way, but, Brad can't be scared. Go get Garrett. Oops, I thought we signed him. Derek, talk about it. Why do you believe they should trade to go get him? Steve, you've watched my video. You've been in every live stream for the last couple of. This is why. You have Aiden Hutchinson and Miles Garrett on opposite sides, right? You have a proven commodity, a guy who constantly gets double-digit sacks, who currently is the defensive player of the year. That is a win-win situation. There's no way you lose. The only way that you lose is if he freaks get hurt. That's it. But that's when you build depth. A lot of Lions fans, they act like our starters are all that. They're not. Hutch, beast. McNeil does what he was paid to do. DJ Reader does what he paid to do. I tell you right now, if we traded for Miles Garrett, our Super Bowl odds would be top 2. If we don't trade for Miles Garrett, I think we're going to be a top 5. Miles Garrett is that impactful on the team. You don't miss. You cannot drop this. Miles Reader, man, listen. Miles Garrett should get the 8 jersey. Okay, you said who? It's going to be picks. It's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be players. It's going to be picks. So I'm thinking, who would I trade? I would trade, you're giving 2 firsts away. That's done deal. You're trading 2 firsts. We expect to be picking late. Now, because Myles is not under contract, for 3 years, I'm not giving 3 firsts. You're not getting 3 firsts out of me because he can walk away the year we still don't have a pick and he walks away. If I'm Brad, I'm giving 2 firsts and I don't know who we could trade. I don't know what player we can trade. I have no idea. It's not going to be Kirby. It's not going to be Brian. It's not going to be any starter. And I don't, it's probably going to be all picks. It's going to be Matthew Stafford. It's going to be, here's what I would give them. I would give them the 3rd round pick. Here's what I would give. You ready? Tell me what y'all think of this. If they trade Jameson Williams, that would be something. I don't think they do that. Brad Holmes loves Jameson Williams. That would surprise me if he traded Jameson Williams. Hooker, Hooker, no, not a problem at all. This is what I give you for Miles Garrett. I give you 2 firsts, Hendon, and I give you the 2026 3rd round pick that we get from Aaron Glenn. I give you 2 firsts, the 3rd, and Hendon. Yep, I do that. I give you, because the compensatory pick, we didn't even have that. So those are bonus picks. I give you the comp pick next year, Hendon Hooker. And you know what? You got to give us something back. I take Miles Garrett because the Rams only got Matthew Stafford. They just got Matthew Stafford. I got to take, would you take DTR? If they put DTR in there, would you take that? Or how about you give us a late round pick? I give you Hendon 2 firsts, the 3rd next year. You give us Miles in a late round pick. I'm talking about 6th round pick. I make it happen. Or I give you Hendon, the 6th round pick that didn't we just get a 6th round pick for some? I don't know. No, maybe I'll give you that. Hooker and Broderick Martin, bro, they can't even get a bag of chips. They can't even get a bag of chips, bro. Hendon and 2 first rounds for the next 2 years and a 2nd. No, I'm not throwing in Zadarius. I'm not doing that. That'd be crazy. Says literally same exact 1 less first round, the dumpster fire quarterback situation. Cleveland has Hendon Hooker pretty much free and already much better. Fave says 2 first rounds, a 3rd and a 4th, and a bag of chips for Garrett. We don't utilize offer enough as a deep threat. Plus, he needs huge steps in maturity. Okay, so are you guys? Let me put out a poll. Because I'm hearing, I right now, I cannot trade Jameson Williams. I can't. If this was year 5, we're going into year 4. If we were going into year 5, I might consider it. But right now, I think I want to see what he does year 4. He got to be suspension free. I'm talking about a clean year 4, bruh. There's no way I trade Jameson Williams. There's no way. All right, so would you throw in Waymo for Miles Garrett? I love the ones where you can just put yes and no. All right, we'll see. We'll run that. And we're not going to be on long. We'll be on maybe 45 minutes to an hour. But this is important enough to go live. Let me see. Neither will Brad. He loved J-Mo too much. Yeah, Jameson Williams ain't going nowhere. He's not going anywhere. They love Jameson Williams. C-Pool with the dono. Appreciate you, big dog. Says, I would rather see us use picks to move up and get Carter or Pierce. Okay, see? So who wants to just stand pat and not do anything? So C-Pool is saying trade up and get Abdul Carter or the Pierce dude, James Pierce. James Pierce, I saw him. Yeah, he the real. That's the dude from Tennessee, right? Tennessee. James Pierce. The only thing about James Pierce, he's like 245. By the way, I'm going to the combine. The defensive line is February 27th. I got a badge printed out. I'm gonna try and get a shirt and everything, man. So I'm excited about that. Pierce, I saw him. He's small. So he remind me of a quicker, stronger James Houston. But if I want somebody, now I did look at Mykel Williams. Mykel Williams fits the bill. He's 265. But yeah, he's a little slower. They just said Myles traded to Chicago. No, they didn't. You better put in here right now that that's a joke, or I will put you out. That's not even funny. First of all, there's no way that happened. But this is what Brad cannot allow to happen. He cannot allow for anybody in the division to get him. And we also cannot, the rest of the NFL cannot allow, this the equivalent to like Luka Doncic getting traded on Friday night. It was like, what? Or Saturday night, whatever it was. Yeah, I know it was a joke because realistically, it couldn't have happened. What's up, John? Already better than the homeboy. Garrett wants a contender. He will not go to Chicago. That's facts. Darn, thank you for that, bro. Because I got, okay, Jack Sawyer. I like TJ if we don't get Miles Garrett. Okay, so look. Let's forget all that. We're not talking about draft. Let's talk about draft picks for Miles. It's just real simple. You know what you're getting from Miles. Either you want him or you don't. That's it. Ain't no, we're not talking about the draft, bro. We talking about trade. This stream is for Miles Garrett. Are you making this happen? We already know that Brad Holmes built through the draft. I'm going to tell you, this is the year when it all falls down for Brad Holmes. I would not want to be in his job, because if you trade for Miles Garrett and you don't win a Super Bowl, you are just it. Now the whole world wants you. If you don't trade for Miles Garrett and he wins a Super Bowl, the whole world wants your head, right? Brad, here's the thing. Brad has played it safe for 4 years. It is time to get a little risky, and Miles Garrett is that risk. He's risk. He's looking risky. Yeah, I was about to say that. When it all falls down. Brad is waiting on Max Crosby request to trade. LOL, I'm kidding. Riley, I'm taking Miles Garrett every day over Max Crosby. I'm taking Miles Garrett every single day. Max Crosby has not won Defensive Player of the Year. Max Crosby, I love the story. Y'all love Max Crosby. You guys love him. Max, I'm gonna tell you what. Max Crosby will be number 3 on my list. He might even be 4. I would take Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, maybe Trey Hendrickson before I take Max Crosby. But I wouldn't be mad if we did it. Derek, trading up for a top 5 in the draft is more expensive than Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett, making about $20 million. 5 years ago, he signed a $125 million deal, and that was back in 2021. So he at the end of his contract. Scared money don't make no money. That's right. 100%. I would do exactly what you did, just not 2 first rounds. I think the leverage on Cleveland quarterback situation is enough. Okay, so Joseph, Cleveland is going to want 2 first-round picks, and I'm not mad at them. If they trade Myles Garrett for less than 2 first-round picks, then Andrew needs to be fired. He's worth. The dude just came off Defensive Player of the Year, right? He gonna get at least 2 firsts. The problem is 3. I'm not giving 3. I'm not giving you 3 because Myles is only on the contract for 2 years, so I'm not giving you 3. That's not gonna happen. But they gonna get at least 2. What's up, Omar, with the dono? Appreciate you, big dog. Says, Dan said he not relying on rookies in their first year, so a drafted DE wouldn't be as impactful as Myles Garrett. Ennis was treated like depth. First of all, I didn't hear him say that, but that's a good catch if he did say that. Thank you for the donation, and now it all makes sense. I wouldn't either. Khalil Mack, a little older, but opposite Hutch, dangerous, would only cost $6.8 million. Listen, Khalil Mack is an option. He is an option, and that would be fine. That would be fine. But you got to tell me that Brad tried everything in his bag of tricks to get Myles Garrett. Oh, we know. Hey, listen, Scott, we know what the options are. Khalil Mack is an option. Aziz, potential option if he don't get franchise tag. Josh Sweat, potential option. But the Myles Garrett, that is the option. You gotta swing for the fences. You have to. You absolutely have to. Marco says, did you see my dono? I did not. So let me see if I can pull it up. My bad, bro. Marco with the $4.99. Appreciate you, big dog. Says, can Brad Holmes finally change his ways and get Myles? It's time for the forget them picks. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. If I do miss a super chat, just let me know, and I'll go back up and see it. I'm with you. Brad's not like his old boss. We have to accept it. What's up, Shift God? Finally got a new pitcher, bro. I mean, you're right. You're right. And we ain't going to ever win nothing. We're not going to win anything. We're not going to win nothing, bro. That's just the bottom line. Aiden Hutchinson is going to become our Chris Jones. I heard the dumb. I heard something so dumb today. I don't. What's up, Lori? Hey, Lori. Would you have traded our first and second last year for Myles with no Arnold or Ennis? I would. Only thing I have. Only thing is. Wait a minute. The only thing I have on that thought is the dead cap issue. If Brad negotiates eating half that with Cleveland to give up less draft capital, to be honest, I don't know if it's possible. Something I heard. Let's need infinite the whole. Forget them picks. Shift God. He won the Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl, bro. That's the ultimate goal. Where are we at? Lions fans, where are we at? And this ain't directed to Shift. Where are we at? Where are y'all at? I don't do this because I mean, yeah, I like money. Yeah, I like talking about the team. But this junk, I almost quit. Like, I was almost done. I needed a break. I needed a break, bro. Like, this team they're slowly breaking me. Like, real talk. And I'm like, yo, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Maybe I'll just watch and you know, I don't know if I want to talk about this team every day. Brad Holmes, all he can do is try. That's all he can do. But if he doesn't, we got a problem. We have a problem. If he tries and fails, would I be sad? Of course I'd be sad. Miles Garrett got the whole internet ablaze. People going, he like The Bachelor or something, bro. And he got 31 other ladies sitting out there. He got 31 other teams sitting out there. Who is he going to give the rose to? Who is he going to get the rose to, bro? And the Lions' chances are up because it's an NFC team. Miles Garrett going to the NFC. Cleveland ain't trade him in conference, so that narrows it down right now. I'm sorry, but 15 of you have been eliminated. Here's the door. For the 16 of you remaining, you have your heart. Maybe Miles Garrett, you know, you can get Miles' heart. Lou with the don't know. I appreciate you, bro. Says, this is a win-now situation, so I'm down for trading whatever it takes. If he's a Lion next season, Lions are without a doubt faves to win the Super Bowl next season. 100%. J-Mo says, come on, D, don't give up. Don't ever give up. Well, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was just like, okay, how long do I want to do this? How long do I want to do it? I mean, it was tough. I know it was tough for everybody. We heard Washington, Jalen Daniels, the greatest rookie of all time. They did it. And I just, listen, we got to win. Well, Derek, it took our fan base 4 years to figure out that we needed a pass rush this whole time. Run DC, you are correct. You are correct. You know why it didn't take me 4 years? Because I just follow the numbers. I just follow the yellow brick road of stats, and they tell you everything you need to know. I heard the dumbest take today, clicked on the video, and it was absolutely dumb, all right? And the person and said the dumbest thing I've ever heard, which was that the Kansas City Chiefs and Cleveland and Philadelphia Eagles were in the middle of the packet at sacks. It could have been during the regular season. I don't know. I didn't go check. But in the postseason, they're number 2 and 3. Number 2 and 3. Could you imagine? I mean, listen. Miles Garrett, and we not even talking about Hutch. We're not even. Listen, every single team that we played would be absolutely terrified. Monster Miles, Monster Hutch. Come on, dog. I could imagine the photo shoots right now, back to back. Max and Miles and Hutch. Like, dog. Garrett and Hutch. Could you imagine the TV commercials? Could you imagine? Bro, could you imagine the PR for Miles and Aiden? Oh, my God. It would be crazy. The pizza commercials, the State Farm commercials, Miles in the Honolulu Blue or the Motor City Muscle. Oh, my God. It's a marketing dream. If we let him go to the Eagles, listen. Garrett and Hutch would be friends. Hendon, Benito, bro, elevated. Benito ain't on our team no more, bro. He played on our team all year. Current defense plus Miles is a top 3 defense. I'm gonna tell you what, Jordan. Appreciate the dono. I think that we might be able to say that after free agency and the draft, maybe, but. Okay, let's do this. Let's pull up what the Lions, what their draft picks are. And I appreciate y'all, man. I had so many messages today. I had so many messages. I had so many text messages. I had so many everything. The Instagram messages, bro, it was crazy. Because I want to see what would our draft look like. Okay. 7 Mile, what's up, Kamal? Kamal says, won't lie, Big Bad Marina broke down. Not watching Super Bowl. You missed my last super chat. Okay, my bad. Let me see if it's there. Because they disappear from this screen. Oh, okay, here we go. What up, though, baby bro? And oh no, don't let J-Mo go, young punks. Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you for the super chat, man. I'm not ready to trade J-Mo for anything, but I think we can get this done without J-Mo. All right. Let's go to Tankathon and let's see. The Lions, man, listen, they got the draft capital to do this. All right, so here's what I would do. Here's what I would do. This is the current draft picks for the Detroit Lions, according to Tankathon. I would give this up in a second. This is gone. Here's our compensatory pick for AG. I would give up this year's first, and I would give up next year's first and third. Because what did we do? We gave okay. No. Wait a minute. So here's what I would do. Ooh. Bro, Brad Holmes, he got Les Snead is a mini G. I know Howie Roseman is the guy, but Les Snead is a G. Here's what Les Snead did. Les Snead traded away the year after Stafford was traded, that first round pick. So Detroit was able to keep, Detroit was able to keep their 2020. When we drafted Penei Sewell, we don't get Penei Sewell if we trade away that first round pick. So we could technically trade next year's first and the year after that. Now that if I'm Detroit, I give this year's first, because who knows what happens in 3 years. Kamal with another dono says, would we let Hendon Hooker go? I would. I let him go in a second. He's not going to do nothing here, bro. He's not going to do anything here. He will be a backup in Detroit. He will be a backup. He's not going to ever replace Jared Goff. D. Elliott in the building says, y'all acting like Brad Holmes didn't get linemen. He just got the wrong ones and too many project players. It's time to get some dogs who are going to contribute day one. D. Elliott, I don't know who acting like that, bro. I'm not acting like that. Because we can talk about Broderick. You want me to start talking about him? I don't know if that's what we talking about. Goff owes Lions fans that botched playoff performance. Had to cancel hotel reservations in New Orleans. I really thought we was going. Yeah. And I'm done talking about that. Like, if for me to start talking about Super Bowl again, like outside of course, Miles Garrett, I'm going to talk about it, because if we trade for him, we going. But I need to see them do something, and I need to see how this free agency and this draft is looking like. Because if they come out, I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm not going to buy into it no more. If the Lions don't do anything substantial on defense, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We need the players to get it done, specifically the defensive line. Secondary, stout. Linebackers, maybe, I don't know. We got to figure out what's going on with Derek Barnes. Rodriguez, he's probably not going to be able to start the season, so we might have to do a little something in that linebacker room. But it all starts on the defensive line. And if Brad doesn't do anything, we're not going to win. We're going to get a couple wins. We're not going to win the Super Bowl. Don't let the 49ers get him? Yeah, that would be tough, because Nick Bosa is in what year of his contract is he in? He was drafted in 2019. He got an extension. He was the highest paid defensive end, right? He should be in year 4 of that, maybe. But yes, I would trade Hendon Hooker in a second. Goff was running the plays. Ben was giving him stop blaming. React to our 25 schedule as a video soon. You know what? I already did. It's already out. I think the opponents are that video is already out. I think it is. I let him go in a second. Derek, you love and want to pass rush so bad. Steven, bro, do we watch the same team? Because they changed the game. They changed the game. I don't understand, bro. I have been talking about this for 4 years, and I have been right for 4 years. The number one offense showed you is not enough. 38 sacks showed you it's not enough. If you go look at the Philadelphia Eagles, they beat the Rams because of a sack. You have to be able to sack the quarterback. Miles Garrett on one side and Aiden on the other. If I'm a quarterback, I'm terrified. You cannot just keep. Could you imagine what this would do for our team? Miles Garrett is better than anybody coming out of the draft. Period. Get this done. It's not even about what I want, bro. I know it contributes to us winning. When can we start re-signing players? Right now. We can start resigning them right now. As much man as our defense plays, getting Garrett would immediately get us in the Super Bowl favorite talk. QBs would be barely able to breathe. Jacob, of course nobody thinks this is going to happen. It's going to happen for one team. I get somebody's on the phone right now trying to make this happen. And I hope that Brad is that guy. I really do. Am I going to get excited? Of course. But listen, it's going to be what it is. Let me see. You've been right. Absolutely. I just love your passion. Pressures, bust pipes, and quarterbacks. And those dudes would immediately make our secondary better. Also, now is not the time to develop. It's time to win a dang Super Bowl. Well, here's the thing, y'all. Look at our draft picks. Look at our defensive line draft picks. Who of them have worked out? Only two. Aleem McNeil and Aiden Hutchinson. That's it. Levi, nope. Broderick, laughable. Josh, no. Mekhi Wingo, rookie. He got hurt. You go look at Brad's history of defensive line players outside of a few. Two is trash. It's trash. And I'm telling y'all, 2 years from now, y'all going to be talking about getting rid of them. What's up, Morris? Appreciate the dono. Says, if Brad don't make a big move, is it because of Sheila? Could it be because of Sheila? Lions are near the bottom of valuable NFL franchises. Maybe she won't pay. Morris, I appreciate the dono. I'm going to say nope. Because one thing the Fords will do is spend money. Second, Sheila is out of the way. She's going to be like, Brad, is this a good move? Brad's going to be like, yeah, smacking the table, jumping up and down. Sheila, this is one of the best. And you're going to have Martha come in on her little scooter and be like, Mrs. Firestone, Ford, this is one of the best defensive players in the National Football League. We're going to have Hutchinson on one side. We're going to have Myles on the other side. And these guys are going to destroy. That's it. That's it. And Sheila's going to be like, okay, go get him. Go get him. 100%. There's no, she is not going to be in anybody's way. What's up, Go Lions? We need Myles for that brutal NFL road schedule. The Lions charge fans times 10 ticket prices. They got the money. Well, that money, Benjamin, goes, yeah, they do. They do. That's for sure. But they all got the money. Only person who would be in the way of this trade would be the Browns. Can we make a play on Myles? Now is there? No. Listen, do we not remember the Matthew Stafford trade? Let's go back to 2021. Matthew Stafford, season ends. He comes out and he says he requests a trade. This is early January. By late January, the trade was done. The trade was done before the Super Bowl. It just cannot be finalized until the new season, the new league year begins, which is the second week in March. The trade can happen, but it cannot be made official. They cannot meet. They cannot do anything. A trade could be done on paper, and then it happened with Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford. The Fords have treated the Lions as a hobby. Go back and look. Murphy up until Sheila. That's 100%. There's no lie detected there. She's pretty savvy. She understands ball. She knows what it takes. Yeah, but she's also out of the way. Bro, Myles and Hutch will have like 38 sacks combined. Hey, I think, yeah. Hey, what is that? What is that, 19 apiece? That's insane. Dion says, just tuning in, what's going on? We're having a discussion on Miles Garrett coming to the Detroit Lions. Would it be something that you would do? The poll that you see is because somebody said that fans are talking about J-Mo being part of that trade. I don't buy that, but we don't even need him to be part of the trade. I'm a little worried about Aleem with the knee injury and back-to-back season. Bring Myles in and get another DT Kiera. Yeah, Aleem, he's not going to be ready to go when the season starts. Malcolm Rodriguez might be the same way. We probably and if we bring in another DT, that tells you that Broderick Martin is not going to be anything. And that is, I mean, why y'all be mad at me? Why y'all be mad at me for telling you the truth? BJ Hill and Garrett. Okay, so is BJ Hill a free agent? And I know he's with the Bengals. So you would pair him up with his old running mate with DJ Reader. Derek, are you willing to trade J-Mo? Not right now. Michael, what's up, big dog? Says the draft class is deep at DT. With Judon and Uche for depth. Ooh, that would be something. Derek, what's up with the sport? Oh, what's up? What's up, bro? What happened to your name? D, that's all I was saying. Brad has drafted a lineman for the pass rush, but he hasn't been very good at drafting, evaluating talent. Well, that's why we're in the situation we're in now. I mean, but here's the thing, though. If we're sitting and we're wondering, like, when he took Broderick Martin, we like, who? And what would make Brad Holmes think that with the state of our defensive line in 2023, that you had the opportunity to draft Broderick Martin as a project? You know who is still on our team? Romeo, Julian, Charles Harris. You think that we got time to take a project? And guess where we went? The NFC Championship game. If we had Miles Garrett in that game, we're going to winning our first Super Bowl. That's a fact. I 100% believe that. If Miles Garrett was on this team in that 2023 NFC Championship game, he would have destroyed Brock Purdy. We would have won that game, and that 17-point lead wouldn't have evaporated. Miles and Hutch would have made sure that happened. Danny V, what up, dude? What's going on, man? Broderick, I'm an active Martin. Oh, that's your food channel. Okay. No lie, I would give this whole draft of ours for him. Well, we got some substantial picks, bro. We can make this happen. Now, for me, because Myles Garrett is not under contract in 3 years with the Detroit Lions, whatever this trade happens, I would give this year's first. Because next year, if you push it back like the Rams did, then Myles could not be on your team and you still owe them a first. And I'm going to be real with y'all. The LA Rams, for 6 years, and this is now getting good. This is now getting good. I want y'all to remember something. Right now, the mantra of forget them picks is a winner. It's a winner. They won the Super Bowl. I hate that they did because it involves Matthew Stafford. I hate that it was the year he left the Detroit Lions, but it is what it is. Don't forget, 2 years prior to Matthew Stafford, they traded for Jalen Ramsey, 2 first-round picks. Then they lost, 4 or 6 first-round picks? It was almost like 8 seasons or 6 seasons before then they tried to trade for Brian Burns that would have given 2 more firsts. Right now, the Rams got the blueprint. See, we talking about all this Brad Holmes, trust the process and all that. How long is the process going to go on? Because if we and people keep saying build through the draft, we've already done that. Our core team has been built through the draft, both on offense and defense. We have 2 starters in the secondary. Both of them are draft picks. We've got a starter in the linebacker room, draft pick. We've got Frank Ragnow, Taylor Decker, Penei Sewell, draft picks, right? Now, Frank Ragnow and Taylor Decker, old regime, but draft picks, okay? Let's skip to the more offense. Jahmyr Gibbs, right? We got picks. Jamison Williams. How long are we going to build through the draft? How much do you have to build before you're there? I can understand you guys with that logic going into year 4, but I'm noticing that very few people are saying that right now. We'll be on for about an hour. What if they convince Myles Garrett to sign another year? Then would you trade them picks? I would. What's up, Larry? Now, just if you missed the video or you're late to the party, Here is what Myles Garrett had to say to Cleveland. This is Matthew Stafford 2.0. Okay? Matthew Stafford did the same thing. He knew he wanted out. I'm more impressed with myself, to be honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and toot my own horn because I said last week that it was smoke. When Andrew Berry was like, hibbity hoo ha, we're not trading him for any reason. I was like, I'm calling cap. I was like, stop the cap. Stop the cap. It was cap because Myles was in control of that. Here's what Myles Garrett said. If you missed the video, the dude is mentally out. He's mentally ready to go. He will not play for the Cleveland Browns in 2025. Says, as a kid dreaming of the NFL, all I focused on was the ultimate goal of winning a Super Bowl. And that goal fuels me today more than ever. My love for the community of Northeast Ohio and the incredible fan base of the Cleveland Browns has made this one of the toughest decisions of my life. These past 8 years have shaped me into the man that I am today. While I love calling this city my home, my desire to win and compete on the biggest stages won't allow me to be complacent. The goal was never to go from Cleveland to Canton. It's always been to win, to compete for and win a Super Bowl. With that in mind, in bold, I have requested a trade from the Cleveland Browns, Myles Garrett, and his signature. First of all, this is why I can respect Myles. And Matthew Stafford didn't do none of this. He didn't do none of this. He didn't put out a letter. He didn't do nothing. He just said, I want out. I want out. He's not going to take a snap for the Cleveland Browns in 2025. All 31 teams that are not named Cleveland, well, 31 teams ain't going to be named Cleveland. All 31 teams should be on the phone right now trying to make this happen. I don't care if you got the first pick in the draft or you win the Super Bowl. The Kansas City Chiefs should be trying to make this happen. There's no doubt about it. What's up, Camille? Says, you might not agree. We don't need Myles Garrett. Our D-line is amazing when healthy. I'd rather draft another starter in the edge class and re-sign the players we're going too long. Okay, Camille, I don't have to agree. The stats show that is incorrect. The stats show that that's incorrect. It's just, that's it. Marcus Davenport had 2 sacks. He played 4 games. He had 2 sacks in 2023. That's not amazing. DJ Reader is a 3-sack guy. It's not amazing. For a defensive tackle, it's not, come on, y'all. It's not amazing. You got Chris Jones, Quentin Williams, Jeffrey Simmons getting double-digit sacks. Not amazing. And this ain't a knock to you, bro. It's just the facts is the facts. And the stats is the facts, right? Go to Aiden. Here's the deal. Aiden Hutchinson has been out for 90-something days when we lost to the Washington Commanders. Do you know who led the team in sacks? Still him. Do you know who was second on the team? A guy we traded for in the middle of November. So when healthy, Marcus Davenport was not it. DJ Reader, 3-sack guy. Aleem McNeil, 5.5. Hutch, double digits. That's not amazing, bro. That's not. Myles Garrett and Hutch alone is amazing. You bring in a healthy DJ and a healthy Aleem, now we talking. And that, again, man, this ain't disrespect. I get what you mean when stats hold a lot of weight, Lions Syndicate. If I knew we would win the Super Bowl with all this move, I would do it in a heartbeat and sacrifice our future capital. And see, but other teams have done it. It works out. It doesn't work out. It really depends on if the Lions feel like they're there. Now, we were going into year 4. A lot of you guys were like, we're not there. I don't hear none of that now. I think the reality of the 15-2 season, the failure of the 15-2 season, the fact that we were coasting to the Super Bowl and we lost to a rookie quarterback who, mind you, the Lions were the only team in the NFL playoffs to not record a sack. That tells you everything you need to know. Derek, will we know about the trade even if it's unofficial? Yes. So here's what's going to happen, Jacob, and everybody else. Go back to Stafford. Stafford requested a trade. It was about 3 weeks later. I remember exactly where I was. I remember exactly where I was when he wanted a trade and when he got traded. So when he requested a trade, I'm in Best Buy. I'm doing some shopping, looking for a movie or something like that. And I hear on my phone, Matthew Stafford request trade from Detroit Lions. Wow. When it broke, I'm in Meijer. I'm shopping, okay? And we knew it was coming. So we knew it was coming. We had the thumbnail ready, all of that stuff, already ready to go. And I'm in Meijer. I'm shopping. The cart, my phone blows up. Matthew Stafford traded to the LA Rams. Here's the capital. I'm shopping, and my goody two-shoes self, I got some code items in my cart. And I'm like, okay, I need to go put all this stuff back. And I'm losing time while I'm doing this. And I just said, you know what? I can't do it. I just left the cart there, and I darted out of Meijer, jumped in my car, which was maybe about 3 miles from home. I do the speed limit home. I run downstairs, and within maybe 30 minutes, we were live talking about it. So it can be official now, but it won't happen. It can be unofficial now, but it won't be official till the first day of the new league year. Michael says, I'm torn. Scared money doesn't make money, but I also believe Brad wants to continue the path if he's on. If Garrett will play on his 2-year deal, then do it. We have the cap right now. Michael, I'm surprised by you, bro. That comment surprises me because that's unlike the Michael that I usually see. But don't be torn, because I feel like this is here's what you have to believe. And Michael, only you can answer this, and you in the chat. Do you believe, first of all, I know Myles plays under his current contract, especially if he goes to the right team. This letter showed you he's not worried about money. He's not worried about individual accolades. That's a bar. The goal was never to go from Cleveland to Canton, which means he don't give a fart if he's in the Hall of Fame. He cares. Well, that's not the goal. The goal is to win a Super Bowl. And I love this because Cam Newton just showed how selfish he really is. That he would not trade the MVP for a Super Bowl trophy, which means that he would rather and you know what? I'm about to blow your mind right here. The Detroit Lions at 15-2 were worse than the 15-1 Carolina Panthers. They were a bigger letdown than that team. But Cam Newton chose but it's perfect Cam Newton. That's perfect Cam Newton, not really a team guy. So the poll that you see is because somebody brought up Jameson Williams being part of the trade. I don't think that's a real thing. Brad loves J-Mo. It's not a real thing. Do they extend Jameson Williams? I don't know if they do. They definitely pick up his 5th-year option. I'm not sure they extend him yet. I think Brad needs to, even though he loves and adores J-Mo, I think he needs to see a little bit more. The way our luck goes, we would get him and he would get hurt right away. Andrew, see, I disagree with that because let's go back to 2023. The Lions were one of the healthiest teams in the National Football League at the end of the year. It all caught up to us this year. It all caught up. I mean, this was how fitting. Think about this. I didn't think about this to just now. For everything the Lions have been, people think that we're cursed. People think that, like, all the bad that the Lions have gone through. Isn't it kind of fitting that we get decimated with injuries? We had the most injuries by a mile on injured reserve. It just fits. That's the Lions for you. Man, y'all just had bad luck as far as injuries on your defense. I think y'all still got a heck of a team when healthy. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that, Anthony. Is that an Eagles jersey? If the Browns demand one of the Lions players in exchange for Garrett, who would you trade? Well, Savannah, depends on who they. I don't know. Who could they demand outside of Jameson Williams? Who? If you're the better question is, if you're the Browns, who would you demand? I don't know. I don't think we got anybody on our team that we would give up that they would demand. I just don't see that happening. Hendon Hooker, I give him in a second. There's no hesitation. Hendon Hooker he's got 2 years on his contract. He is not ready to be the backup quarterback. The Lions told you that by bringing in Teddy Bridgewater. If you tell me, listen, I take 2 first-round picks. I want this year and I want next year. And you know what? Deshaun Watson, he got 2 Achilles tears. I see a lot in Hendon. So sign me up. I'll make this done now. I do this right now. There's no hesitation for me. Luka went to the Lakers. He sure did. Brother Man Boots, what up, though? If they told me Brian Branch, I'm going to tell them, hecky no. No, sir. I'm not doing that. It's not time for drafting. Now is the time to cash in on one, forget them picks. You know what I love? You know what I love from y'all is I'm like ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was telling y'all this. I was telling you this. I was probably the only guy talking Detroit Lions on YouTube that was ahead of the curve. I was ahead. I'm like, yo, are the Lions? And now what I see from y'all, ain't nobody talking about, well, it's like a small percentage of y'all that want to hold on to them picks. But I think that you have seen enough. Because I'm going to tell you something. In 2 years, people are going to start questioning Brad Holmes. It's just the nature of the business. I don't care where we at. Unless we get to a Super Bowl, they will start to question, is he enough? It happened to Jim Caldwell. It's the nature of the business. It's the nature of the business. Let's not forget either. Guess what? One of them got a 4-year deal. One of them got a 5-year deal. They signed extensions to go an extra year, I believe, both Brad and Dan. I'm not saying that in 3 years they're not going to be coach and GM. What I'm saying is it's not far from the realm of possibility for the Detroit Lions upper management to become Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. It's not. But the fact that the 49ers have been to 2 Super Bowls, they've lost both of them, that buys them enough time. Now the fans want to change. If Brad Holmes doesn't make a Super Bowl in the next 2 years, you're going to have to, that's when the fan base are going to be Kabuki girl. That's when they're going to be, shout out if you know the meme, they're going to be Kabuki girl. I think it's Kabuki. That's what they're going to be. I'm just stating the facts. It gets old real fast. It gets old real fast. Just doing 15-2, who cares? Nobody cares about 15-2 when we lost to Washington, right? No, none of y'all cared. What 15-2 was good for was, it was great. It was Super Bowl bound. We got a first seed. We get to sit back and wait the winner. We playing the 6th seed. We lost to the 6th seed. Nobody cares about 15-2. 15-2 only mattered to get us the first seed. That was it. When we lost we had home field. Think about, oh my God, we have home field advantage and we blew it. We blew it. It would have been better for us to play on the road. We was undefeated. I'm telling you, Brad, I'm not the one saying that. I'm the one saying it. I'm not the one who makes these rules. If Brad Holmes, if we don't make it to a Super Bowl in 2 years, y'all going to start to question him. Now, all the in Brad we trust, it's going to be like, is Brad enough? And I would hate to have his job. This cannot be easy. You have to balance between forget them picks and the future. The ultimate goal, though, ladies and gentlemen, is to win a Super Bowl, right? What I love. Now, let's talk about Miles Garrett real quickly. Miles Garrett, do you think that the Cleveland Browns said it had a conversation with him? Do you think that ever happened? Or do you think Andrew Berry jumping the gun, saying that he's not going to trade? Because this is not a coincidence. So I wonder if there was a conversation. Because remember, listen, when you hear rumors, they got some truth to them. Miles Garrett, we saw on a press conference when they lost, he was like, it's going to be something. We about to have a conversation. And look how it played out. It went from that to Andrew Berry to now formally requesting a trade. How are we going to pay Hutch, Kirby if Garrett comes? Dolo, that's easy work, bro. That's easy work. That's easy. First of all, okay, let's remember this, y'all. Nobody is talking about an extension for Miles Garrett. That's where I think a lot of Lions fans are getting lost. Nobody's talking about that. Because I guarantee you, if Miles Garrett is going to win a Super Bowl in 2 years, he does not care about an extension. The brother just said in his letter, his focus is winning a Super Bowl. It's not money. It's not money. So I'm looking at 2 years for Miles Garrett. And just to throw it back at you, in 2 years, the Rams traded away. They won the Super Bowl. They didn't make the playoffs. They traded Jalen Ramsey to the Miami Dolphins. You win a Super Bowl, nothing else matters. So my day is going great. Miles isn't a re-sign. He wants to win now. Trade him and forget them picks. I think going to be J-Mo, Hooker 2 this year and next year. Okay. Now, okay, so the poll says You know what? Y'all just gave me another video. I'm going to make a video about this. This going to be, this going to be hot. We got 397 votes. I'm about to end this poll. It says, would you throw in Waymo, a.k.a. Jameson Williams, for a Myles Garrett trade? And 69% of you said no. 31 said yes. We're going to end the poll right there. I am going to make a video about that because I think it's a great subject. I am not ready to do that. If they had to get somebody on this team, I don't know if we have a player outside of Jameson Williams, because the Browns, they do have Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy did play at Alabama, but I don't think he played with J-Mo. That would be crazy. Okay. If Miles Garrett was the Super Bowl piece, I'm trading away Jameson Williams. If he's the I'm giving up everything for a Super Bowl. That's it. And Lions fans, it can't get any worse. This is why I don't understand our fan base sometimes. We act like we've been there before. We ain't been nowhere. We haven't been anywhere. 90 years of this organization, 60, and we've never been to a Super Bowl. You've had teams go 6 times and win. You've had the Buffalo Bills go 4 times and lose. We are ready we should be willing to risk everything because guess what? If one Super Bowl meant 60 more years of misery, would it be worth it to you? That's a good question. And when I say misery, I'm talking about not winning one. I don't think that would be the case, but it can't get any worse. How much worse could it get? 60 more years? I'm dead. You're dead. Your grandkids are like, man, I remember when my grandfather saw the Lions win the Super Bowl. Is it really that bad? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Is 60 years of misery really that bad if we have one? Is it? We are the only NFC team to not be in a Super Bowl. It can't get any worse. It literally cannot get any worse. And don't let the Jaguars, the Houston Texans, or the Cleveland Browns go before us, which that ain't going to happen. But don't let one of them teams go. And the Jacksonville Jaguars were this close to going to a Super Bowl. Could you imagine if the Jacksonville Jaguars would have gone to the Super Bowl with Blake Bortles? And we won. But guess what was ferocious that year? Guess what was ferocious that year? The defense. The defense got that Jacksonville Jaguar team to almost the Super Bowl. Their offense lost it. Adam says, let me get that bowl win. What's up, NFL? Aaron says, I would do J-Mo, Hooker, and two first. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Wait a minute. Are y'all really? Better the Hunt says, win a Super Bowl and then go back to being a mediocre team? No thanks. Well, Better the Hunt, I got a question specifically for you. What are you getting now? Are you an enjoy the ride person? Are you that guy? Because we ain't won nothing in 60 years. And the reason that this is fun for us is because we haven't won. The 49ers are tired of just getting to it, and they got multiple Super Bowls. The Dallas Cowboys, they ain't won in 30 years, and they acting like us. The Baltimore Ravens, the Buffalo Bills haven't won ever. So this is directed specifically at you and really anybody else that feels this way. What are we doing? Is the ultimate goal to win a Super Bowl or just to enjoy the ride? For me, it is to win a Super Bowl. Do I want to suck for 60 more years? No. But guess what? If we win a Super Bowl back in 2025, the Detroit Lions won a Super Bowl. I don't want to ever lose, but I also don't want to be a team to never win. Tony K says, I'm still stuck on the Luka AD trade. You know what's crazy about that is that Jason Kidd didn't see it coming. Luka didn't see it coming. AD didn't see it coming. LeBron didn't even know it was happening. That is insane. How do you make a trade involving one of the biggest NBA stars on the planet and no one knows about it? That is insane to me. In the cover of darkness. That's crazy. Draft picks and speculations. Oh, draft picks are speculations. I give up 3 firsts for Garrett. The Eagles went all out for Saquon. It matters. Would you be happy to just go and not win a Super Bowl? I don't want just one. I want a dynasty like the Patriots. Coyote, everybody wants a dynasty like the Patriots and Chiefs. Everybody wants that. But when your team has not won any, see, that's what I'm saying, Coyote. We got to crawl before we walk. You know what I'm saying? We all remember when we had our little babies, you had to hold them by the head because their neck would snap right off. If you didn't know, you had to hold them by the head. You had to sit them down. Then when they hit about 2 months, they start holding their head up and they land on their stomach. They can roll over. Then you start seeing them getting up on them 4s, right? They crawling. Then they start grabbing onto the table. Now they standing up. Well, I don't understand. Why are we going straight to dynasty? We going straight to running. We got to learn how to crawl. That's what I'm talking about. You want a dynasty. Everybody wants a dynasty. How rare is that? In 20 years, we've had 2 teams with dynasties. In 20 years. The Lions just trying to sniff one. Let's start. Let's crawl, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start running, triathlons. What are we doing? Derek missed that comment. They need to go off on They need to get Valenti off the radio. He has the dumbest takes. I don't even know how he's in. Hey, Mark, I love that. Says we're in the end game now. Forget them picks. 2 first-rounders and Hendon Hooker. Lisa, what's up, Lisa? Says you can't be a dynasty until you get your first win. That's facts. Yes, the Lions are not trading Jared Goff. It doesn't make any sense. They are financially committed to him. Nick says, bro, I'm telling you, if the Packers get Garrett, Goff is done. So the question is, how much are you willing to give up to not let that a team go north? Forget all that. Nick, I'm willing to give up for him to play for our team. I don't care about the north like that. Like I do, but it's like, forget all of that. I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about, hey, Myles, what can we do to get you here? I'm gonna make another video. I'm gonna make 2 more videos. They gonna both be about Miles Garrett. It's a slow news day, so now it ain't. One of the videos gonna talk about Zadarius Smith hollering at his boy, trying to get him to come. Could you imagine? What up, though? Myles, yo. Hey, we almost was there. Our dude got hutch, man. The city is crazy. They would love you. They done got mock-ups with you in the Lions uniform. Myles, holla at your boy. So that's going to be one. The other one going to be about Jameson Williams. And y'all did this. Y'all brought, so shout out to y'all, man. Let me see. What did Darren say? How about we make a Super Bowl first? I'm done with Holmes this year if he doesn't do what needs to be done. Mike, what does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, Better the Hunt says I answered you. Okay, Better the Hunt says, I'm enjoying after 62 years of a team worth watching. Sure, a Super Bowl would be great, but the moment is fleeting. I personally will take great years for years. You know what, BT? I appreciate that. That's and you know what? Your type of fan is okay. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not that guy, bro. I'm 45, so I got, you got some years on me. I am not that. I've never been that dude. I'm about winning. I'm also about the team. So but losing and I don't know if you live in the city. I don't know if you're from Detroit, but being here when the team went 0-8, it was 0-16, it was the worst feeling of all time. Blackouts. Not being able to watch the team. I had to follow the team on the radio. Mark Champion, 97.1, I believe it was. It was either 97.1 or 105.1. I think Derry worked for 105. But I had to watch. And this is before smartphones. So like smartphones, remember we had the flip boys. So you had to get your updates listening to the radio because they did a blackout. So I understand that, and that's cool. And, maybe I'll become that fan a little later. Because this team is stressing me out. They're stressing me out. They're causing me physical pain. And I can't let that happen. So maybe I will become that. But I'm about winning. That's what I want more than anything else. Dude just said, happy to be like the Cowboys. No, no point in trading up for a rookie. DE Myles would be a great asset to join Ben Johnson's Bears. Hey, they got a bunch of money. I would absolutely freak. Oh my God. If Miles Garrett went to the Bears, oh man, bro, you just gave me another video idea. Cause Ben Johnson gonna try to make this happen. Oh boy. Cause they got a bunch of money. Yo. But they're not contenders though. Or maybe Myles think that Ben Johnson makes them contenders. I don't know, y'all. Kenny, member for 5 months, says this is fun, but does Brad actually make this move? The world may never know. All I want from Brad Holmes is to try. And Ludacris made a song. The same album that Pimpin' All Over the World was on. It's got DMX. I think it's called Money Where Your Mouth Is. This is Brad Holmes' opportunity to put his money where his mouth is. You just said in the season-ending press conference that these guys don't fall on trees. Like that teams were not willing to part with those guys. Now Myles Garrett is ready to go, which means he's going to be gone. It happened with Stafford. If the Browns respect Myles Garrett, they're going to let him go. Period. Now you got your opportunity. And all I'm asking, Brad, is to try the absolute best you can. I don't want to see effort from you. I don't want to see minus. I don't want you just barely tried. I want an A+++++++. I want to know that you did everything humanly possible to make sure that you had no shot at Myles Garrett. If you just sit back and do nothing, we better win the Super Bowl in the next 2 years. That's it. You cannot, if Myles Garrett is not on this team and you didn't try, you cannot. You do not get another Broderick Martin. You don't get that opportunity anymore. You don't get that chance, Brad. If you don't give 100 maximum effort on a Myles Garrett trade, you do not get a Broderick Martin 2.0. You do not get to miss on a defensive lineman in the draft, point blank, period. J Love with the member of 9 months, syndicate director, appreciate you, big dog, says, I didn't know you could do this. Yeah, I'm jumping off a cliff if we let Myles go to the Bears. J Love, every month you get one, as long as you remain a member, you get one like free member milestone. So you didn't know that for 9 months, which kind of sucks. It doesn't matter what member level you are. You get like it's kind of like a super chat, a free super chat. You know what I'm saying? You get a member milestone. They come in green. And I want to say the longer you're a member, the longer it lasts. So that goes off to all my members. Myles Garrett isn't going to get us over the hump himself. Get DJ Reader out of here and draft someone in the 3rd or 2nd round. Okay, Jimbo. Okay. Like, I hear what you're saying. And you speaking some truth. But that ain't it. That's not, Myles Garrett is not the only move. We have to figure out what we're doing. Because I'm going to tell you what. Aleem McNeil, he not starting off the season, but Broderick Martin better be. What y'all gonna do if y'all hear that B. Mark got another year of development? What y'all gonna? The dude only have 2 more years on this rookie deal. How long is he gonna develop, bro? Fave with the milestone says, if we get Myles, would you still want a DE or what? Absolutely, absolutely. If we got Myles, we're definitely giving up a 1st round pick. I'm taking one with 60. I'm taking one with whichever I get BPA with the next pick, defensive end. There's one. No. We got DeAndre Swift's 4th round pick. That's this year. That's crazy. That's this year. And we got the Dallas pick from Terrion Arnold. We got 3 7th round picks. Trash. Bro, the Lions, we got 3 7th. We gonna package up them 7s to come up in the draft. We got 3 7th round picks. Detroit only has 4 draft picks of their own. We got 1 from Philly, 1 from Tampa Bay with Carlton Davis, 1 from the New York Jets. I don't know where that's from. Where is that from? We got 1 from Dallas. We got a 7th from New York, a 7th from Dallas, and a 7th our own pick. That's crazy. Aaron says, I'm at the gym working out, but that Broderick Martin comment took me off the treadmill. I'm telling you. Better the Hunt says, a Super Bowl has always been on my dream list. I'm enjoying this ride. I want to enjoy it and not get twisted that we didn't get here. Still hoping we do. You know what, BT? Like I said, bro, I respect that. I respect that. Those type of fans exist. I am not that guy. I wouldn't. Maybe I will become. Maybe at 50, maybe at 55, 60, I'm like, man, it is what it is. Maybe it's the youth in me that no. But because like I said, you got some years on me. So you've been through this longer than me. But right now, maybe I know I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm all about winning. Everything. I'm not like a sore loser, and I'm not ultra like competitive where it's just like if I don't win a game, I get upset and all this other stuff. Like I'm just super mad. I know how to behave, but everything I do, I want to win. I want to be the best Detroit Lions YouTube content creator. I want to be the best human being. Like I want to be the best version of myself that I can be. If I play a game, I want to win. I don't want to lose, right? So I'm not a sore loser, but so for me, the ride is not good enough for me, especially with football. Football it's so short. It takes a whole year. We got a whole year. Here it is. And this is the highlight of the offseason. It's Miles Garrett potentially getting traded. It don't even have anything to do with our team, right? But football takes so long, and it's over in a flash. And I'm just worried I'll be 50, then 55, then I'll be 70, talking about the same thing. Cue Ball, Syndicate Director, 5 months, says we need a Decker replacement in this draft. That might not be a bad idea. But where do we get him at? Because we don't have his replacement, right? We've got a guard, but we don't have a replacement tackle, I don't think. Danny says if Brad is really him. Want to know who Myles was talking to at the PB yesterday to cause this? We had 5 Lions there. Oh, the Pro Bowl. He was there? Listen, I'm never watching the Pro Bowl again. When Kobe Bryant died, I was like, I can't do it. So that day, I said I would never watch another Pro Bowl. And I have not. I have not seen another Pro Bowl. Lions Syndicate, did Ben Johnson make our offense or did Brad draft picks make Ben? What's he going? Oh, Manu? Okay, well, there you go. Look, he was so irrelevant, I forgot all about him. DE first and foremost, then Decker replacement. Well, RG, I guess he's on the team. DB says, hey, Derek, we got the Jets picks for Aaron Glenn. Yes, that's our 3rd round pick. Miles Garrett put up with disrespectful, out-of-pocket Browns fans. The Browns wasted his prime. Even if he goes to your Lions, you're a diehard Lions fans going to... Edward, I have no idea what you're talking about. Lions fans going to back off, okay, say that again. Even if he goes to your Lions, are you diehard Lions fans going to back off and let Myles breathe in peace? I don't know what that means. I have no idea. So we traded up to get Manu for Decker's replacement. Okay, but then there you go. So that means that he is going to be ready in another year or two. Because we extended Taylor before we drafted Manu. So there you go. He's saying, will we treat him better? I think we would, because Detroit, we are not Cleveland. We're not throwing bottles on the field. Like, that's not us. We're not booing kids. We're not, it might be a solo option, but we still need corner on this team badly. Edward says, I know what I said. Edward, I said, I didn't know what you said, but we're going to put you in timeout. You need a little breather. I think our coaching staff made Benedict, Myles would eat in Detroit. If he came here, it would be over. It would be over. That's the reality. But listen, we have been on for over an hour, and I had to get on and talk about this. I think Spike Kool-Aid will return after the Super Bowl. I was going to bring it back today, but I'm tired. I'm still enjoying kind of my downtime and chilling. Spike Kool-Aid, which happens on Syndicate Sports Detroit every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Plus, you know what? I take that back. I'm going to surprise everybody. I wanted to surprise y'all. But I'm getting a new mic flag. I've already ordered it. Hopefully, when this comes, I'm going to change the entire setup. The bottom bar will still be the same, but the banner here is going to change. This mic flag is going to be new. This is the old logo, so it's going to be replaced. And believe it or not, like, it's cheaper to order a new mic flag than it is the stickers to go on the mic flag. So I'm like, bruh. So I ordered a new mic flag. I've got a new banner. And when all that stuff comes is when I'll restart Spike Kool-Aid. So hopefully it'll be here by next week, but that'd be perfect. If it lines up for after the Super Bowl, that will be perfect. Derek, get your basement armchair GM banner. Oh, I got it. Man, I remember when there was no banners. Hey, Faye, bro, I can't even remember that. Like, I can't even remember that. Oh, I'll tell y'all this too. On Friday, I talked to an individual, and he wanted to invest in the brand. He was willing to give me financial backing in order for some ownership. And I appreciated the offer. And I politely turned him down. I'm not ready to give up on what I think I can do. I think that I can get this done. So my next 5-year plan is to be in a legit studio space with other creators and bring you guys the content you deserve. So it's already started, and I'm excited about it. But shout out to the investor. It was weird, man, because it felt like being on Shark Tank. It literally felt like being on Shark Tank. But I decided that I would wait a little while before I took him up on his offer. I want to see what I can do myself. I believe in what I can do. And yeah, I'll see and learn as I go, right? So anyway, I'm glad you caught the reference. Hey, so Daddy, yeah, I'm like this, man. I'm just going to be taking breaks. Like, I just told myself, I've done enough to take breaks, and plus the Lions wore me out. Like I was tired, man. Like I was tired, and I am going to the combine. I told you guys earlier. I got a badge coming. It's super cool. So it has so on the front of it, it has Lions Syndicate. It's got the new logo. On the back of it, it has the QR code from the channel. So if somebody be like, oh, blah blah blah. Lions Syndicate, I can flip over the badge. They can whip out their camera. They take the QR code and it pops up and they can know what we're doing. So I will be there February 27th if the weather is conducive. That's when the D line is there. Wonder if Miles Garrett will be traded. Man, okay, this is the last thing and we'll get off. Do you think Miles Garrett is traded before A, the free agency period begins, or B, the draft? I'm going to say Miles Garrett will be traded before free agency starts. There's no way a team lets this sit for 6 months. And then if you wait to the draft, then the draft picks are next year. Syndicate, do you, but a suggestion, move the lion up 1 foot. No. Nope. If I went back, if I was to move the camera back, I am 3 feet away from this lion. 3 feet away. If I moved back, the lion is bigger than it is. This is perfect for me. But I appreciate the suggestion, though. It was always supposed to be directly behind me. Bro, wait. David says, bro, I had to unfootball myself too. I be in deep. Yeah, I had to. No, I know he means higher, but no, this is perfect. This is perfect for me. He'll be traded by free agency. Randy, I agree. 100%. Yep. But anyway, so we got stuff happening, man. I appreciate y'all. I will see you a little later. Thank you for tuning in, subscribing to the channel, all that. J-Rod, I appreciate everything. I am going to get some new camera angles. Yeah. I watched a show called, what is it called? It used to be called Late Kicks with Josh Plate or something. And he did a new studio. Cam Newton did a new studio. So yeah, I got goals, man. Anyway, I appreciate y'all, and I will see you next time. Miles Garrett, hopefully we're breaking news that he's a Detroit Lion very soon. See y'all.